Ladies and gentlemen, my name is
Scott.
Hey, yo. Is that his younger brother? It's gonna be
Jeff.
The cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
And you're listening to
all of the great action figures from our good friends at Hasbro.
The Fullyposeable.
Have your own WrestleMania with all your favorite figures.
Wrestling figure.
Each sold separately from LJN.
Podcast.
And we are the Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling.
Hey, welcome to episode 551 of the Fullyposeable Wrestling Figure Podcast, longest running episodic wrestling figure podcast going today. My name is Jeff, and sitting alongside next to me is my real life brother, not storyline brother, Scott. Scott, say hello.
Hello.
First off, I want to thank Michael Canick for being on last week. He was a great guest. Always a pleasure talking to Mr. Michael Canick over there. It wasn't announced anywhere except on the Fullyposeable Wrestling Figure Podcast that they are going to be doing the WrestleMania 2 look Ozzy Osbourne.
Big reveal. I love when he saves those up for us. And it's funny because as soon as that news broke that they had Ozzy and we were starting to talk in all of our message groups and stuff, I hit up Canick and I was like, dude, WrestleMania 2 Ozzy, right? And he to his credit, he played it close to the vest and he was like, not so much. And then he comes onto the show and reveals it. I'm like, it's always easy with Canick. It's a great conversation. We don't even need notes. Like we can just start shooting the stuff with Canick and it always flows. It's always easy. He's always got great information and he's just a hell of a guy.
You even mentioned that you had notes and like you didn't even touch them, right?
Didn't even touch them. Yeah. I had the reveals from San Diego Comic-Con sitting here with me and we didn't even need them.
That's how free flowing it is with Canick. Every single time he's on, it's just a good banter with him.
When we've known him for so long too, and we've become pretty good friends with them. So, I mean, once you have that dynamic, the conversation's pretty easy. But yeah, big thanks to Michael Canick for coming on. He's a big deal now, Jeff. So getting Canick as a guest, it's kind of a feather in your cap.
He's Mr. Flo Rida.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, he is.
He will not become Florida Man.
Hopefully not.
That is one guy that will not become Florida Man. So
a Florida Man, and it will not be followed up by Michael Canick.
Scott, what's going on, dude?
Well, first up, I want to wish a very happy birthday to one Christopher Dean, who happens to share a birthday, Jeff, with Peyton. And Peyton just turned 17, so a big happy birthday to my kid. We had a birthday dinner. Well, we're recording Wednesday. We went to dinner Tuesday night, and you and Mom came out with us. And I don't want to call it a fiasco, but Cheesecake Factory was hopping on a Tuesday night, apparently, or they were understaffed or something, because what should have been like a 2-hour excursion meal, family dinner, turned into like a 4-hour thing. And it was just like, dude.
Yeah.
Everything just was like moving in slow motion, but the food was great. We had a great time. Peyton loved it. It was great seeing you and Mom. I got the primetime set, which is already, as promised, sitting dead center on top of the D-top. I just need a gorilla and Bobby to go with it. Those are in the works. Need some chairs for them to sit on as well. Also in the works. But big thanks to Anthony for that set. And you, Jeff, that set is amazing.
I know. I love it so much. Mine is in a room that's packed with toys. So it's going to be a moment before I set mine up, but I know what you mean. It's just that it's beautiful, man. And then you're talking about all the accessories that you want to get for it, that you're working with people on. Yep. That's amazing, dude. That's awesome. So can't wait.
I want it to look like how it looked when you and I would run up to the television and see like all the little figures on the desktop. That's how I want it to look.
You've got to get a miniature poster of Hogan in the gym where he's got his tricep popping.
Yep.
You need the banana phone.
Need a banana phone. That's right.
You said foam finger.
I need a foam finger. So these are all little accessories I need for the primetime set. But ideally, if I could only have one accessory, it would just be a row of LJNs across the front of the desk.
Dude, you need to get a 3D printer and just set it up in your garage.
Yeah. Let me just work that into my free time.
I know, right? Well, I mean, it does all the printing. You just got to press a couple buttons.
Yeah. It's that easy.
I don't know if it is. I'm speaking out of my ass. I'm sorry. I respect everybody that does this 3D printing for us.
Oh gosh. Yeah, for sure. And let's keep in mind too, they come out in parts, right? Anthony had to super glue it, assemble it. I saw screws involved. I'm like, holy crap. Like what a process.
Yeah, Anthony went above and beyond for it. So looks awesome.
Killed it, dude. Nice job.
If anybody would like to get any of our shirts, head on over to Pro Wrestling Tees or whatamaneuver.net. You can follow us on the Twitter X, YouTube, Snapchat, and the Book of Faces at Fullyposeable, Instagram Fullyposeable WFP. You guys know where to go back and listen to any of our past podcasts. You can go on Podbean. You can go all the way back to episode 1. And basically, you can search our podcast and you'll be able to listen to it anywhere. And you can send us any audio questions, or anything else at all. Send on over to Fullyposeable WFP at gmail.com, like JT did this week, Scott. And this is actually a fun question. I happened to pre-read it. Hey, Jeff and Scott, JT here, back with that listener segment question. Boys, I've asked you for hot takes on wrestling figures and food. I'm finishing out the trilogy with hot takes on baseball. Now, before I get started, 2 things. Number 1, doesn't have to be just about the game of baseball, can be about video games and sports merchandise as well. Number 2, keep it civil. I don't want to hear Jeff hit Scott in the back of the head with a choo-choo train again.
Or a Juan Soto reference. Thank you.
Hey, if I swing my arm nowadays, it's popping out of socket. I'm ripping tendons.
Dislocating his shoulder.
Yeah, there ain't no choo-choo train nowadays at 47. Hot takes from JT. Speaking of trains, it really bothers me how there aren't that many baseball train sets or baseball-themed cars for model trains out there at the moment, which is interesting. I thought there used to be some holiday ornaments that would do some trains.
I thought so. Like the Bradford Exchange would do some stuff with sports teams.
But I think he's talking more about the train sets, like full on like toy model trains, that type of stuff.
Oh, okay. Or like the electric trains, like you go around the track and okay.
Not to be that guy who suggests gimmicking up an all-star game can save it, but at a 4-team tournament with 3 innings would have made this year's all-star game more interesting. That or a 24-hour baseball game. So he's basically, he's saying the all-star game's boring AF.
Well, there's nothing at stake anymore, right? I liked when the all-star game had that because there was something on the line at least.
Exactly. And I know a lot of people didn't like that because that, let's say the Phillies had 103 wins and the New York Yankees had 97 wins, but because the American League won the all-star game, they got to have the home field advantage. Now, I know a lot of people didn't like that. They felt that the team with the most wins should have the advantage. And I get that, but at least with the all-star game, it gave them something to play for. So like guys were trying a little bit harder because their team was in first at the all-star break.
Right.
So I'm with you. I kind of like that. There was something at stake. And if you look at basketball all-star game, you're like, oh my God, there's no defense. This is terrible.
Same with football.
Same thing with football. They had to even revamp football's Pro Bowl. I mean, it's ass. That's it.
Yeah.
But when you give it something to play for, like at the all-star break, that made the game a little bit more interesting.
I agree. I mean, I don't know what you would use in lieu of home field advantage for the World Series. I mean, higher checks, but I mean, these guys are making tens of millions of dollars a season anyway. So like, oh, good. I made another 500K or another even million. Like, that's not a big deal. So I really don't know what you could do to dress it up. I mean, you could, instead of an American versus National League, and I don't think this is a hot take, maybe you could do like basketball did, where they have like 2 of the best players basically pick their teams.
Yeah, that's true.
So you would have American and National on both sides, and you're kind of mixing it up. Yeah, and then you take the World Series managers and just basically assign them to a player and they manage that team.
Or people get pocket watches again. Are pocket watches even a thing anymore?
I don't think so, dude. No, I mean, Roman Reigns is probably the person we should be asking about watches, but I don't know if pocket watches are still a thing or not. I don't think that they are.
I'm bringing it back, dude. Pocket watches need to be a thing again.
I'm bringing back video game watches.
What was that popular watch back in the Swatch? I'm bringing Swatches back.
Dude, please do. I had a Swatch back in the day, and I had those little rubber protector guards that went over the front, and then you'd get multiple of them and like twist them, and you'd have like multiple colors on your watch. Oh yeah, dude, I was all dressed up on that thing. My watch, the Swatch I had was gray and black stripes on the inside, and I had red and yellow protector bands over the front of it. I wish I still had that watch, but It's been lost over all the years, but yeah, dude, Swatch is still around, but they aren't as prevalent as they once were.
I really want to see the MLB do a baseball game under blacklight, aka cosmic baseball. That's pretty popular right now. I don't know if you've seen that, but they basically do a high glow in the dark everything, and it's pretty cool. Is
there any risk of injury?
Oh, of course there's always a risk of injury.
Yeah, then you can throw everything that has a risk of injury involved right out.
Every time I walk down the steps during wintertime, there's a risk of injury, dude.
I mean, you've got guys pulling out of the World Baseball Classic because of a risk of injury. I don't think that they'd want to go do something. And no offense to JT. I mean, I love the idea, but maybe that's something that you'll see with like the banana hammocks. Savannah Bananas. Yeah. Thank you. I forgot their name. Maybe that's something that's reserved for those kind of leagues, because I really don't think Major League Baseball would even allow it. I think it would hit the Players Association. They'd be like, no, we're not risking injury to do something like that when these guys need to, what if they miss the playoffs because of something like that?
That's true. MLB The Show stadium creator is the best thing since sliced bread.
Sliced bread is pretty damn good.
I need one of the baseball merch folks to do 3D miniature baseball stadiums again. And yes, with lights this time. And JT's last hot take: if Pablo from Backyard Baseball was real, he'd beat Barry Bonds' home run record with the only juice he'd be on being apple juice.
Nice. Yeah, Pablo's got quite the following, dude. There's a dude that does reels, King of Cards. I'm sure you've seen him.
Of course.
Yeah, he's a big Pablo fan, and he paid big money for a Pablo card.
Oh, did he?
He did. Yeah, I guess they made cards of those guys, and he's a huge fan. He ponied us some cash.
That's funny. What are some of your hot takes, dude?
Right off the bat, this whole challenge thing, you're either all in or you're all out. None of this 2 per game crap. If you're going to have guys challenging calls at the plate, just put a robo ump back there. Why even bother with the element of human mistakes anymore? Honestly, just have an ump at first, second, and third and leave it alone. You don't need an ump behind the plate anymore. Either be all in or be all out. Stop having guys challenge calls. Umpires already get a bad rap. This makes it worse when they miss a call by like a fraction of an inch. That's human error. If you're bringing in challenges, either do it all or don't do it at all. You know what I mean? Just do a robo ump 100% of the time if you're going to do this challenge crap.
I may have to take a different take on that. I actually like how they have 2 challenges per game. It could lead to everybody just challenging everything.
Yeah.
But if you limit it to 2, it's really like a strategy. Like you see a lot of these young kids that want to challenge, but maybe the coach told them, hey, you just got called up. You're not challenging. I don't know. There's a different aspect to it that I like. But I see what you mean about robo umps, because robo umps wouldn't miss those calls, I guess.
Exactly.
But they tried it out in the minors, and there must be something that they didn't like about it. I'm curious what that is.
They 100% did robo umps?
In the minors, yeah, there was a robo umps.
Did not know that. Okay. I don't see the point. I really don't. I mean, and not that every game is like being littered with challenges, but you're seeing certain at bats where they're doing it like 2 times, sometimes 3 times. Like, I don't know, man. Just either go all in or just don't do it at all. I'm not a big fan of the whole challenge thing. Like, if you're going to do that, just replace the umps behind home plate.
One of my hot takes is you need to take the Hall of Fame voting out of the writers' hands.
That one I agree with.
The writers, I feel, that don't deserve a vote are getting votes. And also, I think there are some snobs also that need to stay away from the Hall of Fame. And
like that one guy that didn't vote for Jeter. I hope you have diarrhea, sir. I hope you ate all the jalapenos and all the lettuce.
I hope you have all the cyclos or cyclosporasis or whatever.
All the cyclotrons running out of your butthole. That's what I want for you, sir.
Hey, it's a great way to stay in shape, though. But no, they need to take the Hall of Fame voting out of the writers' hands, and they need to put it in, do a select committee, have a select committee of 21 or have a select, whatever the number may be. Have a select committee and
composed of who?
That's the thing. Do you do old baseball players? That would be the thing that would need to be worked upon. Do you put it as to the old baseball players? Do you put it to, if it's 21, do you do 7 of old time, 7 of, let's say, 90s to 2000s, and then 7 of current day? What do you do? Do you split it up that way?
and include former managers, former umpires, like people that were involved in the game instead of guys that are just writing about it.
Exactly.
Get guys that were on the field getting dirty with these other guys that they're voting in and have that be the committee. I 100% agree with you on that one, dude.
I miss the old days of sliding into second hard.
Yeah, the Giants and Cardinals fight.
Oh, God.
That's fantastic. Yeah, and Candy Maldonado with the flying burrito.
Yeah, and Ozzie Smith.
Oh, that was fantastic, dude.
But at the same time, there's second basemen that are lasting longer nowadays because they don't have those guys sliding in hard to break up the double plays. But at the same time, that's the risk of playing short and second. Is they were trying to break up that double play to win the game. I don't know, dude.
But it's kind of along the same lines as protecting the quarterback in the NFL, right?
That's the flip side of the coin.
You want guys to have that longevity. You know, God forbid you take out a dude's legs and his career's over with. Like that would suck, especially like say like a Bryce Terang, for example, who's taken out at a hard play at second and suddenly the dude's career is over. Well, that's horrible because they had rules preventing that sort of thing that would have let his career extend. I get it, dude. I like watching those old videos too. Those play, like I just watched that Giants and Cardinals matchup the other day. I love it. And that's great old hard-nosed baseball. But I do think things need to change for the players' career's sake. And that's one that I've got to disagree with you on. I like protecting the players so they can make money.
Also, bring back the bullpens onto the field.
Oh, yes. 100%. Yeah. Don't coddle them behind a fence with some netting. No. Put their asses right on the field in some chairs.
Yep.
That keeps them awake the entire game.
Also, position players can only come in the 9th inning to pitch. They can't come in any earlier.
Ooh. So you're saying if there's a blowout like 35-3,
how often is
and it's
there
in like the 6th inning? Never. But you're in like the 6th inning. No, I'm sorry. You've got to bring in one of your stud relievers and he's got to pitch.
Yep.
Ooh, that's brutal. That is brutal.
Because if these position players, it's getting kind of ridiculous, dude. They just throw softball. I'm watching softball.
You're worried about your fantasy points, dude. You're playing against somebody who's in a blowout and you're like, no.
Well, I actually had a conversation with the commish today in our office about how we should wipe away Junior Camanero's points against the A's because he's playing in a little league park and also he's playing against the A's. That's not fair to me.
I happen to have Junior Caminero and I happen to be playing Jeff this week for the listeners that don't know or aren't aware. Yeah, that's why Jeff's campaigning against me. That's great, dude.
To which the commish says, please don't ever change. So,
you're always the politician, dude. You're like Hogan behind the scenes. You have creative control over your own team. You're always politicking.
I'm trying to protect my spot, brother.
I love it.
So anyways, those are some hot takes from baseball that I would take away. All right. JT, thank you for the question. Thank you for the trilogy question. We appreciate that.
Love talking baseball.
Scott, what did you pick up recently?
0, nothing, zilch.
Nothing, zilch, nada. You gave me the primetime set last night and I handed you over a Hogan Pillow Buddy. And that was the extent of my toy transactions. Today did get in the turnbuckle pad from High Spots that had Strike Force on it.
Oh, dude. So it's one of the big ones, right?
It's one of the big ones. You were correct. It's not the smaller one. But dude, it's so amazing. In fact, I'm going to text it over to you. I sent it to everybody except you. Sorry.
Yeah. The one person who really wants to see it.
Anyways, I just texted it over to you.
Okay. So I'm getting it in real time. That's awesome, dude. Great shot of them with the tag titles on. Oh, that's fantastic. I love that. Dude, I love that.
I know. So anyways, got that in. And then as far as figures, I did get the Jesse Ventura. I received that from Tim. Thank you. By the way, I saw a very clean figure swap. Went to Walmart on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
They had the Jesse Ventura from Series 18.
Oh, wow.
Except they packaged an old Hogan in there. Now, I don't know if this was a factory error. There's a Hogan Remco style figure, Superstars.
His NWO one?
No. The one where he had the chest fro?
Oh, interesting.
They had that in there. But so I started examining the card. dude, there was no rips, tears, or anything on. Like, it wasn't returned.
What the hell?
Like, I don't know how anybody was able to get that, take the Jesse out, pop the Hogan in, return it, because there was no rips, tears, or anything on that card.
Man, A for effort. Holy crap. I mean,
So-
no bends in the card either. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, they had the RVD, they had the Hurricane, but that was it, dude. So I'm waiting on Series 19. Series 19 will be the end of the Superstars, or put on ice, I should say.
Yeah.
Taking a little bit of a break, the hiatus. So anyways, saw that, and that was about it.
Okay.
Yeah, saw a weird looking Hogan. Weird looking Jesse.
That's the strangest looking Jesse I've ever seen.
Looks like Hogan. So anyways, that's about it. Is there anything else you're looking for out there?
No, not really. My one big concern is the Best of Legends that's supposed to be hitting Target soon.
Mhm.
That is the Shawn Michaels Rockers, the Hart Foundation, and there's one more to do a Build-A-Figure Jimmy.
Mhm.
I am going to be after that set.
Okay.
So that's one I'm continually checking Target for. I don't know the release date of that set, but I don't want to miss it.
Okay. I gotcha. Yeah. The Legend set, usually I wait for those figures to go on sale,
Okay.
but there's a couple sets that are going to be upcoming that I can't miss. Steiner's being one. Can't miss that one.
Yep. The Buddy Roberts set.
Buddy Roberts set, Shawn Michaels. There's a lot of figures that I'm not going to play the long game on. I want those figures immediately.
Yeah. And I'm not willing to risk not getting that figure. Like the Buddy Roberts set, I'm buying every one of them and I'm opening them up. That's just what it is.
You getting the Steiners?
Most likely, yes.
Why wouldn't you get those?
I'm probably because they come with the tag belts. My concern is I'm quickly running. I revamped my DTOLF again. I'm out of WCW riser space.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So the early era WCW. So think like Horseman, Magnum TA, Dusty, Sting. I would say up to like 91. Those risers are packed, like completely full. I do have more room in the later era WCW. So think like 94 on.
Uh-huh.
But I'm running out of room on those risers too. So I'm looking at the Steiners. They'll go up there. And then the Jimmy Garvin is going to be hitting. The Buddy Roberts is going to be hitting. So now I'm like, oh crap. That's immediately taking up a ton. Like those risers are going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
So that opens up either I have to do another WCW set of risers, but then if I do that, I have to take out some WWF or like narrow down my ECW. And I don't want to do that. I'm like, I think I just need another bookshelf in here or another DTOLF.
Yeah, you need another DTOLF, dude. By the way,
I think I do.
This is a shout out to Facebook Marketplace. Don't sleep on DTOLFs. People are getting rid of their DTOLFs. So
that's wild.
Check your Facebook Marketplace. You might be able to find some deals going on right now. I have seen so many DTOLFs, and now that I'm talking about it, it's going to probably pop up in my Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, exactly.
But people are getting rid of their DTOLFs, and I've seen some really good prices. So if you guys are in the hunt for DTOLFs, check Facebook Marketplace. Don't sleep on that.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't decided if I'm going to get another DTOLF because I've already got the 3 in that spot, and it looks good. But I think I'm going to go another bookcase instead.
Okay. All right. It is time to head into the pre-orders for the month of August. Collect Major. You got Barry Windham, JJ Dillon, and Nikita Koloff. That is for collectmajor.com August pre-orders. As I told Canik last week, I purchased all of those.
Of course.
Pre-orders up on Big Bad Toy Store for Boss Fight Studios, Solaire, and Ultimo Dragon. Also, the Playmobil First Raw set, Attitude Era set, and the Rock Monster Truck. Those are all available at Big Bad Toy Store. Also, at Big Bad Toy Store, you can get NECA figures. You can get DuckTale figures that are also NECA, Ben Cooper figures, which are also NECA, and Super 7 stuff. So if you need some toys, head on over to Big Bad Toy Store.
They've also got the latest round of major BRGs.
Oh, the JJ
Barry and Nikita. Yeah, those are up on BBTS as well.
Okay, nice.
So if you like the pile of loot option where you pay when they come in, that's an option for you.
Gotcha. Hassel Toys Quebeccers, glasses and extra hands. Those are available at Hassel Toys. Just do a Google search. And KWK August pre-orders is Dink, and the Pipples. The Pipples look fantastic. Those are available at kwkshop.com, which is also got the American site now, where shipping is only $5.
Yeah, and if you're not following Sean on social media, you really should, especially if you're ordering from him. He provides updates on all of his figures. So if you've ordered a specific figure, he's going to have updates on where it's at in the production process, in addition to when it ships. So it's really cool to basically have that transparency that, okay, I placed an order and now I can kind of watch it until it hits my front door. Really cool. So if you're not following him, you should be.
Also, check out his ring, his O-ring. I didn't mean that. Okay,
don't you have to pay for that on his OnlyFans site? I'm not really sure.
KWKOF.
Yeah. There you go, Sean.
But check out the O-ring ring and figures as well. He's got Bad News Allen and Jake Roberts with accessories as well going on over at the KWK shop. So check that out as well.
And they're selling pretty well. So awesome job, Sean. We're happy for you, man.
And his team did an excellent job on the packaging too.
Oh man, it's basically like you're at Toys R Us looking at the big wall of G.I. Joe play sets and figures. Like Sean's stuff would just slot right in there perfectly.
Let's head over to the Major Pod. They showed a picture for Spike Dudley. Spike Dudley will be coming to the ECW line of the big rubber guys.
Yep. Just expanding that line out. It's funny. Mattel and Majors both going heavy on ECW.
Hey, they move well. I mean, Mattel saw that with Sandman and a bunch of other ECW figures that they've put out, and the love for them.
Oh, for sure. And the unsanctioned line on Ringside Collectibles as well with Dreamer and Sabu right now.
So let me ask you, would this be a good time for Mattel to do an ECW line?
I don't know about a line. I do think a ring with an exclusive figure would be the perfect time right now. Because you know how they did the Netflix Raw with the Heyman, they did the Jacob Fatu. I really think an ECW Ultimate ring with like, I don't know, they've already done an Ultimate RVD. Give me another name. Probably not Bigelow. John Cena. How about that?
You've done an Ultimate RVD. You can't do that. So, I mean,
you're probably not going to do a tag team, right? I was thinking like the Dudleys, Ultimate Dudleys, but you can get those now in their WWF look. I don't know if they'd want to do ECW. Yeah,
that would be a tough sell. I'm trying to think of who else they have the rights to. I guess you could do an Ultimate Sandman, but I don't know if that's enough. I don't know if that's enough to move.
I think it's less to do with the name of the figure and more to do with an Ultimate ECW ring.
Okay.
I think that would gain a lot of traction with the ECW base, as popular as it is. I don't think Mattel would lose money on making that. If you had asked me 2 or 3 years ago, I'd be like, don't touch it. But I have been so wrong on the ECW love. I don't doubt anything ECW now. Like, you put it out, it's going to sell. It's going to move.
Well, Major Pod announced Spike Dudley, a.k.a. Matt Hyson, a.k.a. former Hayward All-Pro Wrestling, Matt Hyson.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's jump over to Latoonie. And this was interesting. Latoonie is doing custom figures. So there's 2 styles, Hasbro style or LJN style. Hasbro style starts at $350. LJN style starts at $400. This is from Latoonie. Make your dream action figure a reality. Have an action figure you always wanted to see made? Turn your production-ready 3D design into a professionally manufactured physical figure. Custom figures starting at $350. Choose your size, up to 4.5, which is Hasbro, $350 plus shipping, up to 8 inches, $400 plus shipping. Now, your custom figure includes 1 professionally manufactured physical figure sample, 1 accessory, factory painting based on your color specifications, basic assembly, technical review of your submitted files, final quality inspection. From 3D design to real figure, choose your size. And again, you can choose the Hasbro or LJN style. Submit your 3D design, upload your production-ready 3D model, submit your color guide, provide your color code and paint application guide, technical review. We create your figure, we ship it to you. So that is from Latoonie, doing custom figures.
How bad do you want those LJN bushwhackers, Jeff?
Well, no, the first thing that crossed into my head was you and I as British Bulldogs, but I'm sorry, dude. Like, I don't have $800 to.
Yeah, no.
As cool as it would be, but no.
Yeah, we'll stick with the Jason Wolf custom jobs that we got, and I'm happy with that. It's out of my price range, and Figures Toy Company did something kind of like this a few years ago, where you could have custom figures made, but out of my price range. But look, if there's somebody that you have to have in the collection, this is an option.
This is a great idea. I love the idea of it. There's a lot of work that goes into it, and a lot of work on the back end of you having to create the colors, the 3D. I don't have all those cameras that Mattel has, where you sit in a pod and it takes photo. I don't know how to do all that shit, dude.
Much less the paint applications. Like I've always admired people that can do that, like Jason Wolf, for example. Like I do not have that talent. So anybody that does, man, kudos to you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool idea.
Paint application. I'm basically going to Lowe's and ripping up the paint sample and say, here, put me in this. That's all I'm going to do. Dude. Yep. That's all I'm going to do. So it's a great idea. If you guys can afford it and you guys can do it, I'd love to see how they come out, especially if somebody does go for an LJN style. So
yeah, for sure.
All right. That's it for the news. It's a short week. And also there wasn't much news this week. I think the fallout from San Diego Comic-Con is, I think everybody's kind of starting to settle back in and kind of just take a deep breath. So I don't expect much news for the next week or two.
Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of quiet.
Yeah. All right. However, we are bringing back the nostalgia segment. These are old questions from November of 2019 that were asked of Steve Ozer when he was on the message boards. He's not on the message boards anymore, dude. Not many people are asking questions anymore. In fact, if you go over to the message boards, the Steve Ozer thread is now on the second page, where it was always to the top of the first page. It's filtered over to the second page. Like, people are still asking questions, but Steve isn't on there now.
Oh, he's choking them out.
Well, he's choking them out. But the other thing is that a lot of people also, I think, are just realizing is he ever going to come back on or what? But Mattel should have somebody at least answering some questions. Now, I'm not saying go ham like Steve did when he first got on. Yeah, but at least have somebody on to kind of answer a few questions here and there, maybe one or two throughout the day or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Keep the boards alive.
Yeah, exactly. All right. First question came in from Fighter Hayabusa of November 2019. He said, have you ever put in a request for a certain talent and was told it will never happen, so don't even bother asking again? That's a dick thing to say.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, it's not.
They're like, no, we're not making Bash and Booger, and stop asking.
I know. That's like you go up to your boss and it's like, hey, I have an idea for a guy. We just got the rights to him. What do you think of this? And it's like, no, don't ever ask me again. It's like, damn, dude, what the hell crawled up your ass today?
Like, watch, I'm going to mess with them. I'm going to ask for a goon figure. Can I have a goon figure? They're like, it's not a bad idea. Like, son of a bitch.
Steve, you got something here.
Yeah. I thought asking for a Wild Bill Irwin would be crazy.
It is.
Got my Wild Bill Irwin reference in.
There you go. If so, can you share who? Steve said, not really.
All right.
Next question came in from PJ. PJ said, Bill had said back in around Elite 19, when Ziggler's Elite figure suddenly became super jacked in the arms and legs, that once a figure of a wrestler changed to larger parts, it was almost impossible to switch them back. Yet the Scott Hall went from the defining moment razor parts to thicker, bigger limbs for the ringside collectibles Hall figure. But then all of the other Elite Hall figures went back to the smaller razor body. And the same with Rollins. His post shield have used the skinny legs and arms until the NXT figure who got the large Ziggler limbs. Ziggler limbs. I don't know why that's funny.
I think Sonny got the Ziggler limbs too.
Oh, no, that did happen. I was going to say allegedly.
Yeah.
Sonny said it happened. So
yeah, that's what she said.
But then after that figure, he went back to the scrawny limbs, making them out of scale. Why is it so hard to release Elite Ziggler figures with original limbs, yet Hall and Seth, it was no problem making the smaller again? Ziggler figures are too big while Seth and Hall are too small. Can that be corrected going forward and with their figures? Also, any future Surfer Sting figures, would it be possible to use better part choices for him? I mean, obviously I do like his figures now, but you have much better parts at your disposal, being torso, Austin, shoulders, defining moment Elite 62 Surfer Sting. Dude, this guy went full on ham into this. He is he is diehard into limbs, dude.
I mean, good for him. I'm not going to knock the guy. Like, if you have this much time to devote to building the perfect figure and going onto a message board and typing this out to Steve, more power to you. You're fighting the good fight, man.
If PJ worked at Mattel, no figures would ever get out because he would be so like hyper focused on which figures were going to like get which parts.
Yeah. If this was your quality control guy, you'd be screwed.
We'd be complaining like back in 2018, 2017, there's no figures on the pegs. Why? It's because PJ.
The SOB PJ is blocking everything, man.
He's holding everything up.
Shoulders and torsos.
He's holding everything up at quality. God damn it.
Yeah. Can't get over Sting's shoulders.
Son of a bitch, PJ.
We've only had 3 figures at retail this year, but they've been perfect. Every single one of them.
PJ comes to his defense. Yes, but have you seen how epic those 3 figures are? Stop complaining, you bitches. All right. All right. Steve said, it's just designer choice with WWE approval, of course. And that encompasses many factors they have to consider: tool, mold, availability, parts fitting together, licensor approval, etc. We do change quite a bit that you don't ever see because it's fixed along before we preview anything to collectors. Your feedback has also changed things given time. Kevin Owens and Jim Neidhart, long arms corrected on newer figures. Ron Simmons, larger torso, etc. Just keep giving feedback and we'll do our best to accommodate.
See, and they do listen. Steve is always listening. The team is always listening. They want to give you what you want because at the end of the day, you're the one spending the money. If you're not spending the money, they don't have jobs. So they are definitely listening and making changes when possible.
Yeah, PJ doesn't have a job.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes there's too picky.
I was waiting for the feet to come in, dude.
It always seems to go back to that, right?
All right. Next question comes in from Hulkster 2001. He said, if you had the choice, what attire would a Macho Man Ultimate Edition figure be wearing? Now, this is 2019, remember? Steve says, I won't say because chances are it'll eventually happen. Fun tidbit. Macho was originally in Bret Hart's slot, but was bumped out once we locked in Slim Jim Macho Man for San Diego Comic-Con. God damn it. Why did they have to go and create that figure? I mean, it's like
the greatest wrestling figure ever. I don't know why they would
like
why would they?
Maybe the 7th best, you know?
How dare you? How dare you? If I can't talk about Strike Force, you can't talk about 7th.
I can talk about 7th.
No.
You know what Macho Man's favorite drink was?
Let me guess, a 7 and 7.
No, Seagram 7.
Asshole. So Macho Man had 3 Ultimate Editions, right?
Yes.
The Hasbro look.
Yep.
The crowdfund.
Yep.
And NWO.
Yep.
Okay. And then he would have had the 4th with the WrestleMania 7, but then they lost Macho.
And it makes you wonder, obviously they lost Macho and they still haven't brought him back. So that asking price must be way too high. So that WWE is not even jumping in on it. However, you got to wonder what else they would have done. Would they have done anything like what Latoonie is doing? Like thinking outside the box of even opening up the robe and having all those machos in. I mean, there's some creative minds over at Mattel.
I wouldn't put it past them, dude. I'm sure eventually that would have hit the design table. The Macho Man with the open robe and the figures.
The toy commercial Macho Man that Latoonie is doing.
Yeah. And you have to figure a robed Macho Man would have come into play at some point, be it WrestleMania 3, WrestleMania 5. Maybe the one I'm always talking about, that kind of rainbow colored one from that Saturday Night's Main Event when he wrestled Jake. So you have to figure a robed Macho, or maybe it would have come with multiple robes. Who knows? But he's one of those guys. I would hope that when he comes back, he's deemed worthy of like an ultimate wrestling figure. One that's just like a ton of accessories, multiple, like the legs, like you can make multiple Macho Man looks out of one figure. I'm hoping he's given something like that. Multiple robes. I just think that would be just amazing if they could do something like that.
When are we going to give up our prediction of Macho Man's going to be back in the family?
Never. No. Everybody comes back, dude. It's just a matter of time.
Okay. All right.
Everybody comes back.
As of right now, it's year number 3. that Macho's been out of the family. So,
and it's also year number 3 of us making the prediction that Macho Man is going to be back within like 6 months.
Or
Sheik and Volkov.
Sheik and Volkov. Thank you.
I guarantee that's going to be one of my predictions this year. In the fine tradition.
Please keep it going, dude.
Oh, I will.
All right. Next question came in from Medieval of 2019, November 2019, I should say. Is it still the same situation using the Mountie name and likeness? I dream of him being on my shelves one day. Steve said, can't ever do quote unquote the Mountie.
But you can get his figure from Hastel.
Yep. There was a follow-up question from the Hitman 101. Says, that's unfortunate, but understandable. Would the Quebeccers be possible, or at least a Jacques? His absence in the line is a bit of a gap from the 92 to 94 roster. Steve said Quebecer version may be more possible. Still no deal in place, though.
But you could take your Quebecer Jock and get accessories to make the Mountie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, you could always dress it up. So, I mean, if you had to do that, you can go get it from Hastel right now.
Yep.
And just buy the accessories.
Next question comes in from Artie Kendall. Said, thank you again, Action Figure Tack, for taking the time to answer these questions. What are your feelings around Mattel with Walmart dropping the price of the Elite series down in most of the stores to $15.88? Do you think it's diminishing the value of the series? Has map pricing been mentioned, or is it more of a not our company, not our loss situation since you've been paid? Steve said Walmart is known for their pricing. If memory serves me correctly, it's not the first time Elites were priced at $15.88. They make up the money on the sheer volume of sales they do. It's fine. Collectors know Elites have an MSRPR of $19.99. I don't think the majority of customer would be affected if surprised if the price fluctuates back up towards MSRP again. And I put that question in because I long for the days of $15.88 figures.
Yeah, they're like $10 more now.
Exactly. Like I'm thinking back like 7 years ago, it's like, holy crap, there was that one little point where they dropped the price. Like you would go in and you would see like $16, I don't know, was at around that time. I want to say it was like Elite 62, maybe 70, 71. Anyways, whatever it may be, or whatever line was on the shelves, you saw that tag and you're like, I can throw this in my cart. Nowadays, you're like, I'm going to play the long game.
Well, think about how much extra completing a Monday Night War set is.
Right.
You're talking 4 figures. What a difference of $10 a figure. That's an extra $40 you're dropping on a full set.
Yeah.
What would have cost you, say, $15 a figure before, times 4, that's $60. $60 for 4 figures now is a screaming deal.
Mm-hmm.
But now that's going to cost you $100.
Yeah.
So yeah, in just 7 years, how much it's gone up is insane.
And then in 3 more years, when we'll be reading this and we'll be like, man, I remember when figures were $15.88 and now they're $33 for an Elite.
$33 for an Elite. Yeah. I wonder what people's cutout. Like if we had mentioned back in 2019, hey, in 2026, we're going to be paying like $25 for an Elite figure. How many people would be like, you know what? I'm cutting it off now.
That's a great question, man. Because do people have that line? I know a lot of people with Marvel Legends, as Marvel Legends creeping up, I should say. I know there's a lot of people that have bounced out of Marvel Legends because they just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't bounce out entirely. I would never bounce out entirely. I would just become way more selective of who I was collecting. That's all. Yeah. I would never drop it entirely. There's no way.
All right. Next question comes in from MCFC Lee. He said, if you could have a do-over on any figure, does one come to mind? For any reason at all? Didn't like how it turned out? Would choose a different attire? Place elsewhere in the line or anything else? P.S. Thanks for all the responses. I know everyone has said it, but this is quite cool. Steve said, I would have made the late 80s, early 90s Vince shorter.
That's the one that came with the announce stage, right? In the blue jacket?
Yep.
I've got that one up on the wall. I'm going to have to go look at it and see if I agree.
And you need to get Vince to sign that.
Yeah. Can you sign it Vince McMahon and draw a poop emoji? Would that be okay?
I was just about to say that. All right.
I have to pay an inscription charge for that? How does that work?
Next question came in from Heel Piper. Heel Piper said, and there's a reason I put this question in. Is Jimmy Snuka still available? Is he somebody who is off limits because of the controversy? Steve said, Jimmy's complicated. Although I would have loved a barefoot Snuka, I don't think we'll be seeing a new Snuka figure anytime soon.
And I wonder if that's true for everybody across the board. All of the figure manufacturers, is nobody going to touch Jimmy Superfly Snuka?
I can see that happen. And I think his name
I
is,
agree.
But his name is next to Benoit's.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And that
Yeah.
sucks because everybody knows our show's ties to Jimmy Snuka. Like his LJN is the reason that I even am into wrestling today and wrestling figures. And I think that goes for you too, Jeff, because if I didn't get into it, who knows if you would have.
It's the trickle down.
Yes, exactly. It's a trickle down. But there is a very strong link from this show to Jimmy Superfly Snuka, and not having Superfly Snuka figures anymore really sucks because he was one of my favorites growing up, even though by the time I started watching, he was kind of gone.
Mm-hmm.
He left shortly after WrestleMania 1. And I would basically go back into the Coliseum videos. We'd rent them and I'd watch all of his matches. And I'd read magazines to keep up on where he was. Every time I had a chance to watch AWA and he was on it, I would watch. But I understand why there's no Snuka figures coming out. So it's one of those things, enjoy the ones we got, because I think the chances are slim to none that we ever see another Superfly. And it sucks that we didn't get a barefoot one. Here we go back to the feet. It always goes back there. It's a more iconic look for Snuka as opposed to the boots. That was such a short-lived look for him that I wish we could have gotten the barefoot Snuka. He wore the boots for what? 4 months, maybe?
If even that.
It was such a short-lived look that, man, you guys had a chance to do an iconic Snuka and you missed it because you wanted to be different. Probably with the assumption that, hey, we'll revisit this later. And they never did. And here we are. So learn your lesson, Mattel.
Well, I think that's one that I think a lot of people maybe at Mattel who were around back then who had maybe a hand in that figure. I think that they were trying so hard to be different from Jax because we got that they were like, okay, what did Jax not do for Snuka?
Oh, they've never done this look at all. So let's do it.
I kind of understand the thought process at Mattel, but I have a feeling that they're probably like, shit, if we could have a do-over.
Yeah, I get it. And it's not a knock on the figure at all. The figure's great.
Oh, it's great.
But, yeah. But again, you had the chance to catch that iconic Snuka look, the one that he's most known for, and you missed it. And that sucks because they probably did have plans to revisit it, just never got to it.
Now, Heel Piper got another question in. He said, has El Matador ever been up for consideration? It's a memorable look. Steve said, of course he has. Very memorable era of Tito.
Yeah, it only took 7 years.
7 years, we got it. Now he's discounted already at Target.
He is. I sent you that today. He's like $15 already.
I know. I'm actually thinking about getting it. I was all shit. $15. All right.
It's an outstanding figure. I've already got mine up on the Detolf riser. I had a chance this past weekend to get some figures in there. And I had to put my Tito in there, dude. I love that El Matador figure. It's outstanding. My only gripe is that I wish the hat went on the figure.
Next question came in from Deep Figure Value. He said, what prompted the recent expansion in certain lines to 2 store exclusives per set, namely the 2 recent Target lines with Liz, Sonia, and Ono and Paige? Are each of these being packed with every case shipped to those stores, thereby making the entire set one, quote unquote, one per case? Steve said Target requested additional figs in those exclusive assortments. It was a perfect way to get Liv and Paige out, who were stuck in the action figure purgatory, which is crazy because now everybody wants a Liv figure
and a Paige figure
with a return.
Yeah, what's old is new again. So there you go.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny how time has changed. Like Liv is one of the hottest, not literally, but like
also literally okay. and figuratively, Jeff.
Figurative.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. But anyways, no, it's crazy to think that like the Liv figure was cool like back in the day, but now everybody wants a Liv figure. Everybody's hunting for Liv figures. They're in high demand. They're not
going to be able to pump them out fast enough.
Exactly. Her figures do not sit in purgatory anymore.
No, definitely not. No, her ultimate is going to be a very, very hot figure to get.
Oh, hands down. All right. Last question of the night comes in from Fighter Hayabusa. He said, let's say you get the okay for Hogan today. How soon could we expect to see him on the shelves? I'm assuming that you could get the ones that were already previously in various stages of production out pretty quickly. Steve said, if we bump someone out of the existing lineup to put him, no new tooling was needed, and the factory could accommodate the last minute change, maybe 8 months.
Yeah, that's about right.
So kind of figure new guys that come in or getting their first time figure, maybe about 10 months, 10 months. And then, if they have the existing parts for someone that maybe they lost the license on, but they're getting right back in, they would be like 8 months. So figure if they did ever get Savage back into the line, 8 months.
Yeah.
That's kind of the time frame for that.
So when they do get Savage back, because we know what's going to happen, it's just a matter of when. What's the first figure you want to see out of the shoot? Throw out WrestleMania 7 Macho Man, because I think we all know that that's going to be the one that we get first, because that was literally the one that was on the way to us and then it got shut down. What would you want to see as the first Macho Man?
Honestly, I want to see something with the robe, an Ultimate Edition Macho Man with the robe. Not his look at WrestleMania 3, but maybe something from like the Boston Gardens or Madison Square Garden, because when he would come out with those shiny robes and the fluorescent tights, something like that. I'd love the silver robe look and with the pink tights. Sorry.
Yes.
Pink trunks,
yep.
With yellow knee pads, do something like that. That's something I would love to see right away, right out of the shoot.
With them releasing figures from the past now, the way they do the Vault series, I would love to see Ringside do his exclusive King figure again.
Okay.
But maybe as an Ultimate. And you could make it exclusive to Ringside to maintain tradition, because that's where that figure originally dropped, was Ringside. But even if it's just a from the Vault, I would love to see that King figure get a re-release. And WrestleMania 5 is the Ultimate Edition that I would love to see get made. It's not a look of Macho Man that we've gotten before. We've gotten WrestleMania 3, right? I want to see a WrestleMania 5. That was the Mega Powers exploding match. Arguably Hogan's best match. Arguably. So in my mind, I don't know why it's been overlooked so often when it comes to making Macho Man figures, but it's definitely one. And we've gotten it, I think, in retro form. I think they've done a WrestleMania 5, if I'm not mistaken. And McFarlane did the Macho Man statue that you have.
Yeah.
But it needs to be an Ultimate. That would be my pick for number 1. And then a From the Vault Macho King redo or reissue.
Okay. Is there any random looks you would like to see? Like, is there any one-time look that he wore or anything like that?
Again, that Saturday night's main event against Jake, that robe that he wore out to the ring, that would make one hell of an Elite. And that would be a day one purchase for me. If they ever made that, I would immediately buy it.
I'm curious why Zombie hasn't had a Macho Man Regium. Or not Regium, I apologize. What's his top line? Ultras? Not Ultras.
Pinnacle.
Thank you. I'm wondering why he hasn't done Macho in the Pinnacle. And I know he's probably like, oh, everybody already probably has 6-inch Macho Mans from when Mattel had them. Yeah, but there's still a market out there that you could probably tap into.
For sure.
That doesn't want to pay eBay prices.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. It is kind of surprising that he's got a lot of names under his umbrella and he hasn't done Macho Man yet. I mean, maybe it's on the way. Maybe he's going to do 1 or 2, before he loses the Macho Man license. I don't know what his contract is with him, but I think Mattel right now is kind of playing the long game with us collectors, and they're just kind of starving us. And I think it's intentional. Like, why rush it? I know it's not Mattel's idea or their plan, but I'm saying WWE not giving them the Macho Man license. And basically Mattel just hearing the fan base going, when are we getting Macho? When are we getting Macho? They've got to know the hunger's there. And so as soon as WWE's like, okay, fine, Macho Man merch is back on the table. I mean, look, he's in the card games. He's in the video games. How hard is it to build that bridge to figures? I don't know, but
different contracts, as Steve always says.
It is. And again, it's making the collectors hungrier, and that's probably a good thing for Mattel and WWE at the end of the day, because when those figures finally do hit, we're going to be buying them up by the truckload.
Yeah.
Anything and everything Macho.
Here's the other thing is, between now and Access or the World next year, when would they even be able to mention it? Like, is it a
New York Toy Fair?
That's too big for New York Toy Fair.
And they don't do a Ringside Fest anymore, I don't think. And that sucks, because that was another great opportunity to announce figures.
The only thing that would make sense, and it would be great, is Mattel all of a sudden do a thing and just be like, oh, by the way, we've got a Christmas present for you. And the day before Christmas, on Christmas Eve, they just drop the Macho news.
That would be amazing.
They can market it. They got Macho back in the family, head over to Mattel Creations, Bill and Steve do a quick little 10-minute thing about Macho being in the family, show off a couple of renderings. Boom. Here's your Christmas present. Macho's back in the family. And then by WrestleMania next year, wherever it's going to be, they show off test shots or they show off prototypes or whatever. They put it in the case.
I'm 100% with it. And why not, when you do the announcement, have a figure ready to go on Mattel Creations? Like, here's that Ultimate Edition Macho Man WrestleMania 7. The pre-order's up for a month. It's made to order, kind of like they've done with other figures, like they're doing with the Mr. Iguana right now. And just keep it up for a month. And watch those numbers, man. They are going to be insane. When that figure finally drops, the numbers are just going to be astronomical on how many get ordered.
Yep. All right. That is it for the nostalgia segment with Steve Ozer questions. Check out TB Toycast. Also, check out the website, wrestlingfiguredatabase.com. Keep up there with all the figures that are being shown off and everything. And if there's any sets that you need to go back and complete, make sure you go through the checklist over there. So that's wrestlingfiguredatabase.com.
Thank you, Dillon.
Check out the TB Toycast with Travis and Breaker, Positively Pro Wrestling Podcast. Brian over at the Legendary Wrestling Figure Podcast talking about custom figures. Man, he's just painting up Jake the Snake Roberts all over the place.
Again, going back to being able to paint figures, it's such a talent. It's such a skill. And I have so much respect for guys that can do it, because I have literally zero talent to do that sort of thing. And it looks so good when you find somebody that's good at it. And Brian is one of those guys. I mentioned Jason Wolf earlier, but yeah, Brian with those LJNs, it's a work of art. In fact, I have 4 sitting right behind my monitor right here. I got George Steele, Jimmy Superfly Snuka with the toes chewed off, Ricky Steamboat from WrestleMania 3, and a fully posable Captain Lou. And the custom paint jobs he does on these are just amazing.
By the way, fun little behind the scenes thing. I don't know if anybody caught it, but when you go back and you watch our live with Sean Ing from San Diego, or KWK Con, I should call it, I put Captain Lou right between Scott and I up on my mantle. So that was a little bit of a teaser to say, hey, there may LJN news coming up, or some.
You had an Easter egg sitting there.
It was an Easter egg. That was well planned by me. I'm going to Barry Horowitz myself on that one.
You're a regular Marvel producer, dude, the way you drop your Easter eggs in. It's incredible the work you've done here.
You want me to sing Billy Ocean again?
Yeah, only if it's Caribbean Queen.
I don't know that song. So I'll move on to finishing out the show. Work the Art podcast with Jeff and Jamie. Pod Subject Change with Nick Dunham and his son, discussing all eras of wrestling from 80s to current day. Ryan Buds doing trivia with Buds out of Tennessee. Chick-fil-A Show and EJ and Rucker doing boot to the face. And that rounds out the show. By the way, Rucker took a picture. He had a Sting blanket.
Yeah, Kanik was talking about the bed sheets.
Yep. Rucker had an NWO Sting blanket.
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
Where did this stuff even come from? Was this in a JCPenney's catalog or something?
That's crazy, dude. That's so awesome.
I never got past the lingerie section, so I guess I did see. Pennies and Macy's, baby.
Oh, dude. Mom's like, but the postman keeps delivering these catalogs with all the pages stuck together. I don't understand.
Don't even make it to the toy section.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, that son of a bitch. What's he doing?
I don't make it to the toy section either, Mom. Jill on page 36. You know. All right, you pervert. Stop that, Scott.
Can't help it.
Scott, for episode 551. Anything else?
Stay safe, stay healthy. Fig Life since 2016. Happy toy hunting, and be good to each other out there.
I want to thank everybody for listening to episode 551. Good luck on your toy hunts out there this week, whatever you may pick up. 449 to 1,000. Is my math right?
You're on it.
All right. Adios.
Yeah. Fullyposeable. Let's go. Jeff and Scott, the Toon Brothers, busting out the ring, but we don't take it out the box. MOC. Happy toy hunting. We'll see you next week with the OGs of WFP. Fullyposeable, thank you all for listening. It ain't no storyline, real life siblings. So everybody go and do your toy spotting. Hashtag Fig Life, adios from the Kings.